On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Instinct.
An inborn behavioral pattern that is often responsive to specific stimuli, an innate feeling that causes you to act or believe that something is true.
Examples:
Instinct for self-preservation. Aggressive instinct. When faced with a dangerous situation, his initial instinct was to flee.
Gut.
The long tube in the body of a person or animal through which food passes when it leaves the stomach, the mental strength or bravery required to do something difficult or unpleasant.
Examples:
The blind gut. Gut feelings. He told me a gut-wrenching truth about my parents' death.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Leak.
To allow liquid or gas to get in or out from a hole or crack in a pipe or container.
Examples:
Leak data. Leak a classified memo. He leaked serious accounting irregularities that only people in the company's executive could know.
Pentagon.
A flat geometric shape with 5 straight sides and 5 angles, a building in Washington, D.C., that houses the U.S. Department of Defense and is the headquarters of the U.S. military.
Examples:
Equilateral pentagon. Pentagon building. The shape of the building is a distinctive 5-sided pentagon.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Sensitive.
Able to notice slight changes, signals, or influences, able to feel or perceive others' feelings, susceptible to the things people say or do.
Examples:
Sensitive documents. Baby with sensitive skin. The teacher is very sensitive to children's feelings.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Assign.
To give a specific job or piece of work to a someone. Assign projects. Assign top priority. Please assign a different color to each other kind of item.
Command.
Authority, control, or mastery over something, often referring to military or leadership contexts, a directive, order, or instruction, expertise or competence in a specific area. Verb, to give an authoritative order or instruction, or to be in charge or control of something.
Examples.
Command and control. Command a battery. The general gave a command to his troops to prepare for battle.
Specify.
To explain or state something clearly and exactly.
Examples.
Specify a cause. Specify an option. You can specify the font color by clicking the Color tab.
Defeat.
To win against somebody in a fight, war, or attempt.
Examples.
Defeat a global power. Defeat body odor. Despite his best efforts, he was unable to defeat the enemy.
Unconventional.
Not following traditional or commonly accepted beliefs, practices, or customs, not conforming to established norms or standards.
Examples.
In an unconventional manner. Unconventional ideas. Her unconventional approach to teaching has been a hit with the students.
Bloody.
Covered in or smeared with blood, involving or characterized by bloodshed or brutality.
Examples.
Bloody massacre. Bloody diarrhea. The crime scene was bloody and gruesome.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples.
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Innocent.
Not guilty of a crime, offense, etc., not having an evil mind or knowledge.
Examples.
An innocent child. Thousands of innocent people. My husband was found innocent of any crime.
Suicide.
The act of killing yourself intentionally.
Examples.
Commit suicide. Suicide attack. In an economically prosperous country, most male suicide is due to child support problems.
Bomb.
A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something.
Examples.
Atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law.
Accelerant.
A substance or material that, when added to a fire, accelerates or increases the intensity of the flames, a chemical used to initiate or speed up a chemical reaction or process.
Examples:
Chemical accelerant. Accelerant for a fire. The police found traces of accelerant at the scene of the arson.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Equip.
To provide a person or a place with the things that are needed for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Equip an army. Equip our children with some special skills. The construction company equipped the building with an earthquake-resistant device.
Parachute.
A device used to slow the motion of people or objects through an atmosphere consisting of a large piece of thin cloth that is attached to them and opens out in the air.
Examples:
Parachute troops. Golden parachute. This training includes emergency escape drills with parachutes.
Helicopter.
A type of aircraft that is capable of hovering in place and moving vertically, as well as flying horizontally, often used for emergency medical services, military operations, and transport in areas with limited access.
Examples:
Helicopter ride. Police helicopter. The company's CEO arrived at the meeting via helicopter to avoid traffic congestion.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Secrecy.
The state or quality of being kept hidden or private, the act of keeping something confidential or unknown to others.
Examples:
Government secrecy. Maintain secrecy. The company's secrecy surrounding its new product launch has created consumer excitement and anticipation.
Lifeblood.
A vital or essential element or substance that is necessary for survival or success.
Examples:
The lifeblood of every organization. The lifeblood of the economy. The company's reputation is its lifeblood.
Silo.
A tall, cylindrical structure, Usually made of concrete or steel, that is used for storing grain, feed, or other dry materials, a system or structure that is isolated or separate from others.
Examples:
Nuclear silo, silo organization. The farmer used a silo to store feed for the animals.
Demonstrate.
To display something or give an exhibition to an interested audience.
Examples:
Demonstrate a difference. Demonstrate mastery. How can you demonstrate that the Earth is a sphere?
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Complain.
To say dissatisfaction or annoyance about something or somebody.
Examples:
Complain about a job. Call and complain frequently. Our users are often complaining about the slow application.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Personnel.
A group of people who are employed in an organization or one of the armed forces, the department responsible for hiring, training, and placing employees.
Examples:
Competent personnel. Personnel evaluation. Please forward the resumes to the personnel department.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Classify.
To categorize or group something according to a system or set of criteria. To assign something to a particular class or category based on its characteristics or properties.
Examples.
Classify images. Classify emails into folders. I need to classify these documents for the upcoming audit.
Upset.
Causing or marked by anxiety, uneasiness, trouble, or grief. Verb, to make someone anxious, unhappy, or angry.
Examples.
Get upset. Have an upset stomach. He was awfully upset by the news.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples.
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples.
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples.
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Tactics.
The methods or strategies used to achieve a specific goal or outcome, particularly in the context of military, business, or sports.
Examples.
Blitz tactics. Political tactics. The marketing team developed new tactics to boost sales.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples.
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Breath.
The air that is taken into and expelled from your lungs. The process of taking into and expelling air from your lungs.
Examples.
Hold your breath. Breath of wind. He bated his breath when talking about this affair.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples.
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples.
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Scared.
Afraid or frightened.
Examples:
Scared all the time. Scared dog. I'm scared of insects.
Bureaucracy.
A system of government in which most of the important decisions are made by state officials rather than by elected representatives.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Arbitrary bureaucracy. The bumbling bureaucracy made it difficult to get the permits we needed.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Waltz.
A ballroom dance in triple time that originated in Vienna and is characterized by a flowing, graceful style and a strong accent on the first beat of each measure.
Examples:
Waltz music. Elegant waltz. The dancers practiced the steps of the waltz meticulously to perfect their performance.
Deputy.
A person who is appointed as the substitute of another and given the power to do something instead of another.
Examples:
A deputy governor. Deputy Attorney General. She left the decision to her deputy.
Amnesty.
A general pardon for crimes, especially political crimes.
Examples:
Grant an amnesty. Amnesty for debt. The government declared amnesty for all political prisoners.
Importance.
The quality of being important and worthy of note.
Examples:
A man of importance. High importance. I stopped by the branch though I have no business of importance.
Snap.
To record on photographic film, to make a sudden, sharp sound. Noun, the act of catching an object with the hands.
Examples:
Snap a whip. Snap judgment. She snapped a quick picture of the beautiful sunset before it disappeared.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.